Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Caitlin. I'm an Ohio photographer and business owner. And today I'm going to do a deep dive on all things photography gear. So if you're a photographer, chances are you've heard the terms gear poor or gear hungry. And if you're not a photographer, you've probably looked into what kind of gear your photographer has when you're hiring one. It's kind of an important factor. You expect that they have a certain level of professionalism and that they're going to be able to document your family or your wedding or your relationship with a spouse well. And that's totally reasonable. But let's just be honest for a second. Everyone is a photographer in some way. We walk around with pretty amazing cameras right in our back pocket. And we all have an Instagram. We all understand the light and how to pose ourselves to flatter ourselves to a degree. But there's so much more to photography than just snapping the photos. And that's where, as photographers and a profession, we do a deep dive. We deliver an experience to you. We are specific with posing so that you don't have to worry about what your hands are doing or if your hair is out of place or if your smile looks weird. And we understand the light like no one else and how to manipulate it and use it in the best ways. And so just to break that all down, it takes more than the iPhone in your pocket to be a photographer. And out of my personal opinion and experience, I would rather invest in a photographer that understands the light, knows how to pose me, knows how to deliver an experience that I will never forget, but doesn't have the top of the line expensive gear. I would definitely choose that over a photographer that has the top of the line expensive gear. Maybe someone just decided, they splurged, they went out and bought the brand new camera, but they don't know any of that. They don't know what light is, they don't know how to pose you, they don't have a great experience because they're still learning. And so it's just really to remember as photographers and if you are somebody looking to hire a photographer, that there's so much more layers to gear in terms of education. So if you are a photographer, invest in education, get all of your boxes checked, and then worry about the gear. The gear kind of follows. And if you're hiring a photographer, ask deeper questions. Ask them about their posing or their experience, what you can expect from them and what they can expect from you. And most importantly, ask them about the light, because you probably don't know everybody knows golden hour, but you probably don't know where to stand when it's high noon and the sun's right above your head and how to not get shadows, but your photographer should. And so before you start asking questions about gear that you probably don't even know the right answer to, definitely ask about those questions and just know that there's always more to learn and gear will always be there to invest in.